Hi, my name's Izzy Mylo, and this is my senior spotlight.
Hello, Izzy.
Hi,
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I see you're surrounded in darkness from the storm that just rolled through.
Yes.
Did not go well for your power, huh?
No.
No. All
No.
right. Well, let's get started. Jump right in and tell the folks a little bit about you.
Well, uh, I'm Isabella. I just graduated from Jupiter High School, and I'm planning on going to Berry College in Georgia and majoring in animal science.
Awesome. And to be clear, she said Berry College in Georgia, and it's Berry with an E, as
Yeah,
opposed to Berry University in Miami, which I very much confused the first time you told me.
yeah.
So, and you said is animal science, I believe you said.
Mhm.
What made you choose animal science?
Well, I've been doing like the pre-med academy, like through middle school and high school, and that was more of a basis for like a veterinary career.
Okay.
But I did research on, like wildlife veterinarians and stuff like that, and it's a lot more schooling that I really want to go through. So I changed my profession to wildlife rehabilitator. So it's basically the same thing, but a less rigid, and I still get to work with wildlife.
So wildlife rehabilitation, what is that in your mind? What's like the ideal job in wildlife rehabilitation?
So it's like what they do at sanctuaries, like bush wildlife and stuff like that, where um, if there's an animal or something that needs help and they get brought in, it's like a little hospital for them where they can get better and be trained to like hunt for themselves and be sent back into the wild, or if they're not able to catch their own food, or if they become too dependent while they're in the hospital, then they become like little friends that we keep in the sanctuary, and then we can educate the public on
Okay, excellent. What is your favorite animal?
a giraffe.
Giraffes. Why?
I don't know. I've always liked them. I don't know.
Did you watch all the giraffe cams when like the giraffes were giving birth at zoos and stuff like that?
No.
No, the assistant principal at my school did that. She always had giraffe cam on like her screen.
Oh, no.
She loved giraffes too. Now, Izzy, one of the funny things about you, well, not funny, but interesting, is how you got involved in the youth group, formerly known as Trinity, now the Gathering Place.
Mhm.
Would you care to tell that story or should I?
You can tell it.
And I might get it wrong, but if I have my memory right, back in sixth grade, you were looking to play volleyball for St. Ignatius,
Yeah.
and you showed up to our practice and just decided, I'll stay here.
Yeah.
And you started playing volleyball for Trinity over the summer.
Mhm.
And that was for apparently no good reason. You stumbled into our youth group and it's been a ride ever since. Is that
Yeah.
accurate?
Yeah.
See, strange things happen for good reasons, right?
Mm. Yeah.
And that's like 7 years ago. And
Mhm.
yeah, I found some photos from way back in the day.
Oh
That
no.
that all they'll put those at the end of the video. That was it's been really fun doing that, going back and finding pictures of everybody.
Mhm.
And sixth grade versions of people are hilarious. So
Horrible.
it'll be good. So you've done a lot of events with the church and the youth group.
Mhm.
Um, what would you say would be a favorite event of yours? Doesn't have to be a trip. It could just be something that we did.
Um, I enjoyed Rock the Universe a lot when we did it because that was one of my first trips that I ever went on with the youth group.
Okay.
And that's when I made like most of my friends and opened up the most, because when I first got there, everyone's like, "Oh, she's so quiet, she doesn't talk." And then
This is
we were
true.
we were on the trip, and they're like, "Oh, Okay.
Weeks.
Yeah.
What do you remember any good bands from any of the Rock the Universe trips?
Um, Not a specific band, but I remember Lecrae and Andy Mineo. They
Okay.
were two that stood out to me
Yeah.
and that I've listened to like beforehand, so I knew a few of the songs, and it was nice.
Yeah, they both did a very good job.
Mhm.
Maybe one day I'll go back. Um, least favorite event.
Um, I don't know. I don't think I have one because on all of them I made a lot of memories and like everything was an experience. So I enjoyed all of it.
Great. Well, then that's good. We served you well. Favorite game that we played?
The trash can game.
The trash can game. And that sounds very strange to those who don't know what the trash can game is. I should find pictures, but
Yeah.
we just circle around a trash can, and whoever hangs on the longest without touching the trash can wins. All right. Is there any particular memory or event that sticks in your brain as like that was the craziest thing that happened, or some event that's just will always be there?
Um, I actually have a lot of them, but my one that sticks out the most is my first time at One Willis.
Okay.
Um, I was nervous going, but I was also excited because I got to get away from everyone for a week. Um,
So was that the summer camp?
yeah, it was the summer camp. So I had went to the fall retreat,
Right.
but it was very short and organized because they had like the costume thing, and then everything was like
Mhm.
on a tighter schedule because of the short time. But the summer camp, you had a lot of free time and you got to choose your own activities. And the sunrise and devotion on the dock, that really,
Sunrise on the dock is
yeah,
it's
that
a
was my favorite. That really stuck with me. And like devotions and worship.
yeah, it's a great place to go. I'm looking forward to going back this year. Last year, did you go last year?
I did.
It was a bit weird last year with all COVID restrictions. So hoping this year it's back to normal. Um, yeah, people need to go to camp more. I think it's a big miss out for some people.
Yeah, it's a good getaway, and you don't have to think about, you know, real life when you're there. You get to just escape for a little bit, and it's
Yep,
really nice.
it's a great place. Now, in your 7 years through this youth group, um, what would you say is what was the value of it? Or why should someone look to maybe try to get involved in a youth group if they're not currently in one?
It's a good like second family to have because all of the people you meet and bonds you make are ones you can rely on. Like if you need to talk to someone, they're there. And then with like youth group and Bible study and all that, you have like a common ground you can go to and reference.
Yeah, it's a little family. And
Mhm.
been interesting as going through old photos, there's so many of you and Emma and Mia that are just like
Yeah.
I'm using them for everybody because you three have been around together for so long.
Mhm.
It's like a little family.
Yeah.
Growing up through middle and high school, is there any lessons that you've learned along the way that maybe you'll take with you or that you wish to impart onto a younger person?
Um, Definitely that I learned that prayer is very powerful and that the gifts that you're given are um, a lot easier to use once you know what they are.
What would you
So,
say your gifts are?
well, based off of the night we had at Trinity in our little like office space, it was the gifts quiz.
Yeah.
And I've taken multiple, like different ones, and they ask a lot of different questions, but I seem to like get uh, almost the same results every time. which are prophecy. Yeah.
But also I would, you also gave back to the church with your talents as well, in terms of you were a big part of the dance team when we had it going for a while. So, that was a talent that you have. That's also a gift, and that's a way that people can be involved. So thanks for that. And then college is a scary thing. Gathering Place has a continuing education scholarship. And how could that help you out with your journey?
Um, Definitely financial aid in any aspect right now for me is a help because moving state, just trying to get settled and everything, and also private college is expensive. So
Yeah. But you're going to do great. It's
mhm.
going to be amazing. So, um, thank you for sticking around, and thank you for making the friends that you've made. I know you've been a big impact on our family, personally. Even my little ones will miss you.
Oh,
So, they'll ask how's Izzy's doing. Um, and just God bless on continuing your education, your faith journey, and keep going with that evangelism then.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I